Rose lived with her loving mother, Luna, in a small, quiet town. Luna worked tirelessly at a company to provide for her daughter, even though life was often challenging. Every morning, Luna would wake up early, prepare breakfast, and drop Rose at school before heading to work. Their weekends were special. Luna and Rose would go for a morning jog, laughing as they raced each other home. Later, they would visit fancy ice cream stores, where Luna always let Rose pick her favorite flavors and also explore the mall together. Despite financial struggles, Luna made sure Rose had a good life, borrowing money from loan sharks when necessary to cover bills. But their happiness was short-lived. One tragic day, while riding the bus home, the brakes failed. The bus swerved off the road, crashing into a ditch. Luna shielded Rose with her body during the accident, saving her daughter but losing her own life. In the days that followed, Rose's world crumbled. The loan sharks demanded repayment, and when no money was forthcoming, they evicted Rose from her home. With nowhere to go, Rose wandered the quiet streets, clutching the small backpack of belongings she managed to save. She slept in the rain, her tiny frame shivering in the cold. Starving and alone, she began knocking on doors, asking if anyone needed help with laundry or cleaning. Sometimes people gave her odd jobs, but on many days, there was nothing. When work was scarce, Rose sat by the busy street with a small bowl in her hands, begging for alms. She barely earned enough to survive, but she clung to hope. One day, while sitting on the curb, a young, well-dressed cat lady approached her. The lady stopped and stared, her golden eyes widening in recognition. It was Mia, Luna's sister. Rose's heart leaped. She had seen Mia a few times with her mother and knew her to be family. Maybe now things will get better. Mia knelt down and gently touched Rose's shoulder. "You're Luna's daughter, aren't you?" she said. Tears filled Rose's eyes as she nodded. Mia helped her up and took her home, promising to care for her. At first, Mia was kind. She gave Rose clean clothes, warm meals, and a room to sleep in. Rose finally felt safe again, but things soon changed. As weeks passed, Mia's behavior grew cold and cruel. She started ordering Rose around, demanding that she cook, clean, and take care of the house. The chores piled up, and Rose barely had time to rest. If Rose didn't work fast enough, Mia would shout at her or yank her tail in frustration. At mealtimes, Mia would sit at the table and eat lavishly, deliberately taking Rose's plate and finishing her food while Rose watched helplessly. As time went on, Rose grew thinner and weaker. Her once bright fur became dull, and her ribs began to show. Mia's cruelty didn't stop there. She often locked the fridge, ensuring Rose couldn't sneak any food. On some days, she even threw objects at Rose in a fit of rage, leaving bruises on her body. Rose cried silently in the bathroom, clutching her arm as tears ran down her cheeks. Despite everything, she had nowhere else to go. On one particularly harsh day, Mia left for work after locking away all the food in the house. Rose, too weak to continue, collapsed on the kitchen floor. Her empty stomach ached and her vision blurred. When Mia returned days later, she found Rose lifeless on the floor. The authorities were alerted, and Mia was arrested for her cruelty. Rose's tragic death sparked outrage in the community. Neighbors who had ignored her cries for help now regretted their inaction. They came together to honor Rose's memory, raising funds to create a safe space for orphaned kittens, ensuring no child would ever have to endure such suffering again.